Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how we're going to layer heat transfer vinyl by making a really cute bunny design. This is the tote bag that I made recently using this design, and today I'm going to show you how I made that design by popping it onto a t-shirt. So for today's craft we're going to obviously need a t-shirt. I'm just using a white t-shirt today. We've got some red, white and black heat transfer vinyl. We've got a green standard cutting mat, some scissors and a weeding tool. I'm also going to be using my Cricut Maker, and I've got a Cricut Easy Press and a mat. First thing we need to do is head over into Design Space to obtain the design. Now we're over in Design Space, we need to upload the design, so I'm just going to click on Uploads, and it is one that I've used before, so I'm just going to View All, and then I'm going to search through and find where my bunny design is. This is the one I'm going to use, so I'm going to click Add to Canvas, and then we will see our bunny design. As we can see, it's really large, so we're just going to change the size, and I'm going to make the height 11 inches, and then that's going to change the width in proportion. Now, because there's obviously multiple different colours and multiple different layers in this design, the first thing we need to do is ungroup them, and that has now separated off all the different layers and all the different pieces. So now I need to start almost dissecting my design. So we're going to take the top layer of the bow, and then I'm going to take the next layer and the bow itself, and as we can see now, that's made up of 3 different coloured elements, and it's going to be the same with the glasses. So there's obviously the black layer, brownie coloured layer and the beige layer, and then obviously that's still left the actual bunny design that is in black, and we can take those off as well. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select the bunny, and I'm going to click on attach, and that's going to attach all the bunny design together. And then now I'm going to click on the brown element of the hair bow, and I'm also going to click attach, because then that will make sure that all that's cut out as it is and not just in random pieces. And we're going to do the same with the glasses, and now we're going to repeat that step for the black element of the glasses, and we're just going to do it with the bow to make sure that that's cut out as it is. Now we're ready to make it. It will automatically put them all on different mats because they all are different colours. I'm not, however, using these colours, so I think I'm going to change my colours now. This will help me when I'm loading the vinyl onto the mat, so I know which colour vinyl I need. So for this part I'm going to make that white, and same with the glasses. This element of the bow I am keeping as black, and this element of the bow I am going to be changing to be red, and same with the glasses, we're going to change that to red as well. And obviously the under part still needs to be black. That will now help me when I come to placing the vinyl onto my mat ready for cutting. So now we're ready to click Make It, and we need to select on the mat, and it's saying that we need a 12 by 12 inch mat, which is what I expected. And now we're going to click on continue. So as we can see, the first one it wants to cut out is the white part of the design, and as you can see, because we've attached it, it's kept all the little cutouts in the shape that we need it to be. Now we're back over at our mat. I'm now going to place my white vinyl so it's in the same position as what it's shown on the mat on the screen. So that needs to go all the way across the top, and we're just going to secure that down, and then the excess piece at the end I'm just going to trim off. With the heat transfer vinyl, you place it shiny side down because that's the carrier sheet, and we don't need the carrier sheet to be cut out. So I'm going to pop the mat now into the Cricut and press the flashing arrow key. I'm going to pop back into Design Space and select the material. As we are using heat transfer vinyl, we will need to click on the mirror button and mirror the design as well, and then we can click on continue. For this I'm going to use premium vinyl, and I'm going to set the default pressure to be more. Now the materials are all selected, we're just ready to press the flashing Cricut button, and that will start cutting. Now our design has all been cut, we're ready to eject the mat from the maker. And to remove the vinyl from the mat, I'm just going to flip it over, and I'm going to peel the vinyl away from the mat. I'm now going to set that piece aside, and I'm now going to pop on my black heat transfer vinyl ready for my next cut. So we're just going to take the vinyl, we're going to pop it on shiny side down, and we're just going to secure that down, and I'm going to load that into my maker. Back in Design Space, we can now click on the black mat, and we need to edit it because we need it to be mirror on, because again we're using heat transfer vinyl. And as you can see, that's how our design is going to look. So we just need to make sure that that's going to be covered by all the vinyl. And when we're happy with it, we're just going to click on done. And it's still showing that we've selected premium vinyl and the pressure is more. So we're just ready now to click on the flashing Cricut button and it will start cutting again. Once this is cut, I'm going to repeat the same process and I'm going to cut the final piece of vinyl in red. And I will see you back here when all my pieces have been cut out. All the parts of our design have now been cut out and I've trimmed them all down because this is going to save us both time and vinyl when it comes to weeding. So as we can see, I've got the initial bunny bit, we've got the white bits, we've got our black elements and we've got the red ones. There is a bit of a blip in the design and it's kind of cut out in a little circle there. I'm sure once we start layering the vinyl, it'll get covered up and we won't really notice it. So I'm now going to start weeding. So I'm going to start weeding the rabbit. I'm just going to carefully weed away all the excess vinyl and then that's going to leave us with our rabbit design. Weeding all of these elements of my design is going to take a while. So I'm going to get on with the weeding and I'll be back to show you what they look like once I've completed them. Now we have all the elements of our design weeded and we're ready to go. We now need to prepare our t-shirt. I've laid my t-shirt onto my easy press mat and I'm now going to press it quickly just to release any moisture that might be in it, as this will help our design stick to it when we heat press it on. So I'm now going to quickly just heat over my t-shirt to remove any moisture. Then to help us position the bunny, I'm now going to fold the t-shirt in half. I'm just going to pop in a crease line because that's going to help me position my bunny into the center of my t-shirt. Now we're going to open the t-shirt again and just lay it back down, and now I have a center line. First thing I'm going to take is my actual bunny design and I'm going to fold this in half like so. That will allow me to line it up onto the center crease in my t-shirt. And how I'm going to position this, I'm going to do it about 3 fingers down because I don't want it to be too low. That looks about okay. And if we wanted to check again, we could just take a tape measure and we could just measure either side just to make sure that our design is in the center. So if I go from under the arm to where the bunny's head goes in, it is about central, so I think that'll be okay. Now we're just going to heat press the bunny design onto the t-shirt. We're not doing this for very long because we are just doing like a tack down, because the more we heat our design, the more it's going to shrink. So I just want to tack it down, just hold it in place, and then at the end I can do a proper heat of it all. I am going to save this sheet because when I heat press the rest of it, I'm just going to pop that over and then that's going to protect the vinyl from the bunny that's already on my t-shirt. Next, we need to take the black element, which is the glasses and the bow, and I'm going to position them on. So we're just going to position those on where we think they need to be. Going to do the bow as well. Going to heat press those on together. So I say I'm going to take the sheet and we're just going to cover that back over just to protect the rest of the bunny. And again, I'm just going to do a quick 5 or so seconds just to tack it down. Now we're going to place on the red layers. I'm going to press these separately because I don't want the vinyl on this one to overlap. Just have to be careful on this part because if the vinyl on the 2 pieces overlap, then it won't stick down to our design. Now we're ready to do the next black layer. I think we'll get away with doing both of these layers at the same time. There's no vinyl overlapping here, so we'll be okay. So again, we'll pop that on for protection and we'll quickly press that. And then finally, we're now ready to put on the final layer, which is the white one, and that should line up nicely. And now the final piece. I'm just going to do this now for about 10 seconds just to give it a final press. And then while that's still on, I'm just going to flip over the t-shirt and I'm just going to press the back for 15 seconds as this just helps adhere the design onto the t-shirt. Make sure we press all of it. I'm going to flip it back over. I'm going to remove the carrier sheets, and there we have our super cute bunny design on our t-shirt. I think that is so cute, and it doesn't just have to be for Easter, that can be for any time of the year. I really hope you enjoyed this video and I hope that you will give layering vinyl a go. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye for now.